This car is completely totaled. So I figured it'd be easier to just drop the entire bottom end, the whole drivetrain, rear subframe, front subframe with the engine, keep the drive shaft, transmission, everything, and made things easy. 2 hours max, came down fast as fuck. But now I gotta disassemble it because I need to get this on a stand. I've got a bunch of maintenance parts, a whole reseal, and a little bit of some engine upgrades to be coming for this thing. This thing has outlasted 2 cars now. About to go on its 3rd one, but this time it's gonna be better than ever. This is a M52 B25, and it is getting turboed. I literally just did my oil pan gasket because I had stripped out the drain plug and I just sealed it. And look, I forgot to tighten one bolt. Let's see. I still have to drain the oil and drain the oil and drain this power steering because, oh damn, that's crazy. Because it's still connected to the steering rack. So power steering needs to be drained, and then oil. In order to take, this is what I hate about M50s and M52s and S52s and S50s and all these M series motors is you have to take the intake manifold off every single time to take the motor, to put the motor on a hoist. Well, you don't have to, but it makes it easier. And if you don't have the right equipment, then you're gonna crack your intake manifold. So, gotta take the intake manifold off as well as the harness. Oh, man. But easy though. Ain't nothing we haven't done before. Get this fan off first though. Oh shit. Now I gotta do this manifold then. Got these organizers from Harbor Freight. Clutch. I'm about to use these so I don't lose any bolts. If you don't already know, intake manifold for the M50s and M52s is super easy. It is just the bolts holding it on from to the head, and then 2 brackets. One, that's right there. No threads. Take the bolt out, and then 1 right there. 2 brackets, easy. And then you disconnect all the wires that go to it, and then the dipstick tube, and then you're done. That shit will pop right out. If you have something connected, obviously it'll hold it down. But it is super simple, but when it's in the car, it is the biggest pain in the ass. So do it while it's outside the car. Okay, now we're good. Just flop right out. All right, here we go. Okay, I still gotta disconnect this drive shaft because I can't lift the motor with the entire rear end. So let's get this guibo separated from this drive shaft. Whew. All right. This engine has 2 hooks. It has one in the front right here connected to the valve unit assembly, and one in the very back of the motor under the intake manifold, right next to the starter, above the transmission. Nah, but yeah, it's right above the transmission, the very back here, next to this coolant outlet. All right, we're all set. Oh shit, this is how I like to do it. Bolt, nut and bolt, boom through that hole, nut and bolt, boom through that hole, chain on hoist, bolt to prevent it from sliding, and up we go. I need to take the transmission off still, but this should work. I got the motor mounts unhooked. It should just go straight up, and if I'm right, it should be parallel to the ground and not at an angle because of that bolt preventing it from sliding. What I'm afraid of is the subframe falling on its ass because it only has, yeah, it's gonna fall. Oh, no. No. I don't like that. Okay. Out of the amount of abuse I've put this transmission through, I have not yet once swapped the clutch. And that also means I have not yet once taken the starter off. But for some reason, we're missing a bolt. But what does it matter? It started every single time, so bug it. Bug it. There we go. What clutch do I have? Why is it so heavy? Oh, hell yeah, that worked. That one's not gonna work. It's one. Damn. And it still got some. No, it actually has no life left. This shit's like done. Look at this shit. 0 life left. The gallon jug, the one more. That's wild. I don't even know where this is from. All right, we got our whole setup here: toolbox, table, Megan, engine. First things first is get this harness off. Most of the harness always remains on the intake side. It's all piled up under the intake manifold that it's really hard to get to unless you have the intake manifold off. But what do we need to do here? We need to do starter and alternator, and then unbolt all the brackets that holds the wiring in, and it should just pop right out. Simple enough. And I could disconnect all these injectors from it, but that is really annoying, so we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna keep the rail together with the harness, put it aside. I mean, since, you know, I am gonna swap these injectors, one, I put it back together, so I'll do that when the time comes, you know? It's probably easier that way. Oh, yep. Okay. Cool, we got the whole intake side taken care of. Take the exhaust side off. Then we can start working on this front side. Valve cover, everything else comes out. Yes, sir. These for this motor at least. Well, the easy part's done. Here comes the hard part. This is where it gets a little more complex with taking everything apart. Because once we take this valve cover off and these timing cover components off, we're gonna have to take the cams off, and there's a very specific procedure for that, so you don't warp, or not warp, but so you don't mess up your cams and your bearing caps. So everything stays good, and I can just throw it back on as if it weren't touched. But it's very specific. So this next part is going to be a little tedious. I've done it before on an M52, but I've never done it on my motor. So this is like a little more nerve-wracking, because if I fuck this up, I can't drift. I don't want to fuck it up. So take my time. And for anyone doing it, take your time. Make sure it's right, because you want that result. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'd like to learn, so we're going to figure this out. That would suck. Oh, this looks really good. Look at that. That's what I like to see. That is beautiful. So what happens when you do your oil changes on time, you get good results like this. This is beautiful. I'm back. It is a different day. I got tired last night, so I went to sleep. But we're back, and today we're fresh. We feel good. So we're gonna work on getting everything disassembled. These vanos, timing cover, oil pan, and then take the head off ultimately to see what we're looking at inside. I'm hoping it's something healthy, just as good as it looks up top. Look at that. Beautiful. But yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be okay. and then we can work on getting this thing resealed and looking pretty, so then we can have a nice engine bay and a nice looking motor that runs good and fucking rips. So let's get to it, man. It should not be too complicated. I do have a special toolkit you will need to hold down these cams, so when you're actually retiming the motor, and I think also to take off the Vanos unit. But I'm gonna go over this real quick and then show you guys what's going on here and how to take it off. Okay, yeah, I'm nervous. Let's see. All right, so we have this special tool right here that is used to time M series motors. This is what it looks like. I forgot how to use it, but I'm gonna go over it doing this repair manual. But basically, this is used to hold down the Vanos unit when you're installing it. This is also used to hold down the cam, so when you're installing it or removing the Vanos unit, as well as timing the motor. And this is part of this. And these are all attachments to use that will help you in this process. You can get this on Amazon. It's like 80 bucks. If you're working on M series motors as deep as I'm going into this, then I definitely recommend you getting this. It's a good investment. This thing is looking good. Obviously it's a little dirty, you know, from all the charcoal and old engines, but this thing is looking mint. Cylinder walls looking great. Throw all 6. We're ready, man. We're ready to reseal this thing. New head gasket, ARP head studs. I'm excited. Hell yeah, we're good to go. We're about to turn this over. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. You can check out on the bottom side. Look at all the rods. Make sure the crank looks good. Nothing weird in the pickup tube or in the oil pan. And then we'll get to the resealing process. New head gasket, ARP head studs. Reseal, and we're ready for a turbo, man. This is good. Hell yeah, man. This is looking good. So let's get this all. Let's get most of this cleaned up and open our boxes with all our gaskets in it and get ready to seal this thing up. Everything's looking good so far. We ain't running into any issues really. Just gotta clean everything up and reseal it. Marked up manifold. This thing is looking crazy. Big boy turbos. Check it out. Oh yeah. We're about almost ready to have it drop in ready, but got a few things I gotta take care of, like this oil pan. I need to weld the bung on it for the plumbing, the turbo drain, and all the turbo plumbing stuff, like the feed, which is gonna go from the back of this housing or at filter housing to boom 4AN line to this feed, and then a drain from the bottom bow straight to the bung on the drain on the oil pan. I'm also gonna run an oil cooler, so I have to buy an adapter that goes onto this filter
housing, and it has two, I think 6 AN lines, or no, two 10 AN lines that go to oil cooler. So yep, we're good there. We also got intercooler piping, intercooler right there, M50 intake manifold with this conversion kit, bow. Yeah, it's all here. Just got to put it together and give it some time. We're almost ready to go. Well, anyways, that'll be it for today's video. I got more stuff coming, but Ryan, that's all I got for now. I'm really just waiting on parts and a bunch of stuff to come in so I can continue. But thanks for watching. Peace.